Hello, my name is Nicolette and I am your 39-year-old virgin. Welcome to my channel. So this channel is for anyone who is on a celibacy journey or on a journey of remaining a virgin until they get married, and really for any Christian or anyone who wants to know how it is they can maintain themselves, their reputation, their body pure, because that's the choice that they have made. So I am 39, I am still a virgin, I have never been kissed, never been touched inappropriately, and there are reasons behind that. So this vlog is for me to share those reasons. And today's episode, I will be talking about one of the reasons why I'm a virgin is because I don't mind being alone. So if you care to know more, you can definitely subscribe and you can look at my other videos that I have already uploaded, other reasons why I am still a virgin at 39. But let's get into the reason that I have just stated, and that is I don't mind being alone. So I find that in this society that we live in, too many young men and young women are just scared of themselves. They're scared of their own thoughts. They're scared of being alone. They don't have, a me time. You're not taking the opportunity to get to know yourself, to get to explore your abilities, to improve on who you are. You're so ready to enter into the world and find someone to share your life with without first sharing it with yourself, learning about your likes and dislikes, getting the opportunities to explore the world of whatever it is that you are interested in, whether it's scholastical, school related, whether it's financing, whether it's travel. There's so many wonderful things about being single that young men and women do not explore because they're so ready to find someone who's attracted to them or that they're attracted to spend the rest of their life with. Now, granted, I understand even God has stated that it's better than to have two people than one, and I am fine with that. I am fine with finding someone that I'm attracted to, finding someone that I want to spend my life with. But if I'm not able to find that person, I am okay with being by myself. I'm okay with doing this journey alone because I'd rather be alone and be happy than find someone else and be miserable. Okay, so when you become afraid of solitude, when you are unable to be by yourself, meditate on your own life, it's usually because you're not okay with who you are, whether it is because you've done something in your past that you can't really face, or you're just afraid of so many aspects about solitude, right? Whether you don't have enough money and you're afraid that you can't manage bills alone, you have children and you want someone's help to take care of them, right? So there are many choices that I made in life that allowed me to be okay with solitude, right? So I'm a nurse practitioner. I make enough money to be able to travel, pay my own rent, have my own car note, explore the world if I so choose with the money that I'm making and not go beyond my budget. Whereas a lot of people who are afraid of being alone, it's possibly because they do not have the intellectual prowess to get a degree in order to get a job that pays enough money. And so they need someone else to take care of them. Like, granted, having someone take care of you is a beautiful thing. When you find that man who's a provider, who's able to, pour into you, give you money for everything that you like, that's wonderful. And I do not mind that. Trust me, when I find my man, I actually have found one. Currently, this is the first year that I've ever had a boyfriend. He's a provider, and that's wonderful, right? But if something ever happens to him, I'm still okay because I have a degree, I have an education, I have means of making money, I have my own bank account, I have my own car, I'm able to rent my own house, and if I want to own a house, I can do that too. I have everything for me, by me, through me, by the grace of God, as I stand alone. And then if he chooses to cooperate and I love him, God allows him to be in my life, then he will add to that, not subtract from it, not give me what I don't have. Well, he can't give me what I don't have because I don't have everything. But the point is, I don't necessarily need him for survival. I need him because he will be part of something that I want to explore, and he can enrich me in other ways and not just financial, emotional, and whatever, right? It's not it's a want that's connected to a need. Because I hate to say that I don't need a man, but I hate to say that I do need a man, right? Once I have him, I doubt, and because I have my boyfriend now, I love him so much, I can't imagine being without him now that he's been in my life for a year. And that's a wonderful thing. But before I found him, I was fine. I was a complete person without him. And when he passes, God forbid, way down the line, years from now, I will be okay. Okay? But the problem with a lot of women is they refuse to be alone. They want children, they want a husband, they want a boyfriend, they want this, they want that. They don't like to be by themselves, and that's not a good thing. It's not. It looks like you're thirsty, it looks like you're needy. And even if people or boys or men are like, coming after you, it's problematic for me to have women think that they cannot live alone. Yes, God did not create man to live alone, but because of the world that we live in, because of sin, that happens, and you have to be okay with it. Christ came to the world and he was alone. He said it, like he didn't have even a place to lay his head, right? He didn't get married, okay? Paul says it is better that you stay alone if only, however, you're going to sin, then you marry. And he said that because he realizes in this world that we live in, a lot of times we lead each other astray, right? And sometimes we choose people who are less capable of, than we are in the spiritual, financial, emotional, economical, like all of those things. And that person brings us down rather than bring us up. So in that sense, sure, it's better that you're alone. But if you're going to find that person who can pour into you and you can pour into them, and you can cooperate, collaborate, and work together to grow towards a better future and a wonderful state of being, that's wonderful. But it shouldn't be because you're afraid of being alone. You have God in your life. God is my husband. He's my friend. He's my uncle. He's my mama. He's my aunt. He's everything to me, right? He's the person I speak to when I need to have a conversation. He's a person that I reach out to when I need to be provided for. He's a person that I reach to when I need comfort. Like, God can be everything to you. So when you put a person in that position of you must have, then anything they do, you'll accept. Anything that they dish out, you will take. And that's not right. You are special. You are wonderful. You are, created to be great. And when you have a person who doesn't do right by you and you allow them to remain in your circle, that brings you down. That diminishes your value. Not because you are devalued, but you're allowing yourself to not be at that level where someone sees you in that light. And that does something to your self-esteem. That does something to who you are and what you believe about yourself. So my reason for being single is because I'm okay with being alone. I take that time to explore myself, to see what I need to improve in. And a lot of times when I start to have thoughts of, oh, I wish I was married, I wish I had a boyfriend, I wish I had this, I go back and see where in my life I'm not ready for that yet, right? I remember, growing older, I hated doing laundry, right? Or I hated washing the dishes. And now that I'm more independent, I have my own house, I do laundry every 2 weeks or every week, depending on the need. I wash my dishes every night. I clean my house without prompting because I don't have anyone to tell me to. But when I was younger, I didn't want to do those things. I didn't like to do those things. So I wasn't ready. Currently, I'm a great cook. Before, I wasn't that great of a cook, and it always bothered me. Oh my gosh, I don't really know how to cook yet. But I now have gained the ability and the capability to cook extremely well. I still don't like to because I'm cooking just for myself, but when I do, it's exquisite, right? So use that time of your solitude to improve on self, and don't be fearful of the time. Embrace it, enjoy it, explore things that you like, see who you are as a person, so that when you find your significant other, when you find your boyfriend, when you find your husband to be, you are able to contribute to the relationship, and you're able to identify as an individual and not take on everything that he puts on you. And then if he doesn't want to treat you well as a boyfriend, you know how you want to be treated because you've treated yourself well and you have insisted that others do the same. So that's one of the reasons why I'm still single. Share your opinion. What do you think? Is there a thing such as women not wanting to be alone, men not wanting to be alone, afraid of being by themselves? What is your take on it? I'd love to hear. But don't forget to subscribe. Bye.